wrestling fans, it's your boy Bawan. I'm here tonight to give you a recap of what happened tonight in pro wrestling. First, we're going to start off with ROH. ROH starts off with the tag team champions, The Addiction, taking on Okada and Gato. The Addiction picks up the victory, and after that, Okada attacks both of The Addiction, leaves them laid out. Then we have Adam Page versus Watanabe. It was a pretty good match. Adam Page picks up the victory. Then in the main event, we had Adam Cole versus AJ Styles. That was a long match, grueling match, back and forth. But eventually, my boy AJ Styles picks up the victory. RH is a good promotion. It's a non-stop action. The only problem I have is the matches are too long, so therefore they don't have as many matches. But other than that, they need to either expand the timing on it or try to work out where it can make the matches a little shorter. So now we go to NXT, which was on at the same time as RH. So, I had to do some research before I go back and forth to keep an eye on both of them so I can be able to get an update what's going on. NXT starts off with the Vaudevillains versus Dawson and Wilder, which the Vaudevillains picks up the victory. Then we have Baron Corbin, who they call the Lone Wolf. He takes on Tucker Knight, and Baron Corbin picks up the victory with his finishing move, the End of Days. And then we go to backstage with William Regal, and he's back there with Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy and the Vaudevillains. So he makes a match for next week between the two tag teams, which with the winner will be considered the number one contenders for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Then we have a video of Finn Balor as they talk about his journey to the WWE NXT roster and as they prepare him for his match this Saturday live from Tokyo, Japan, called The Beast of the East versus Kevin Owens. After that, we have a match between Emma, accompanying her with Dana Brooks, as they face Carmella. And Emma defeats Carmella. So then we have the Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze, taking on Tyler Dillinger. Quick match, Tyler Breeze hits him with the beauty shot. Match over. Then after that, we go backstage again where Emma and Dana Brooks goes to the Sasha Banks locker room. As they're going to get her prepared to do an interview with Sasha Banks, they get there. And Sasha Banks shows up and they wondering what they're doing back there. So they tell you they want to challenge her to a match. So then they say, Sasha Banks says, okay, I'll take on both of y'all. Then they say there's two of us and one of you. Sasha Banks, don't worry about it. I'll find me a partner. So they're going to make a match somewhere down the line between Emma and Dana Brooks versus Sasha Banks and whoever she can find as a partner. And then we have our main event between Finn Balor and Samoa Joe versus Rhino Kevin Owens. It's a pretty rugged match back and forth. Finn Balor hits Kevin Owens with his finishing move, pins Kevin Owens. If Finn Balor does that same maneuver this Saturday, he will become the NXT champion. So that's how NXT finishes. So now we go to TNA, which was bell for bell tonight. So we start the night off with the BDC versus the Rising. Now in this match, whichever team loses, they must disband as a team. So the Rising is already at a disadvantage as it is an elimination tag team match, but the Rising was down a man, so it was a 4-on-3 handicap match pretty much. So as the match started, Eli Drake was the first one to get eliminated. Micah, was the first one to get eliminated. Then Eli Drake gets eliminated, leaving Drew Galloway to take on all four of the members of the BDC by itself. So during the match, Drew Galloway gets up two quick victories over Low Key and Kenny King, leaving Galloway to defend against MVP and Hernandez. Hernandez MVP dominates the rest of the match, and MVP finally hits Galloway with his finisher move, picks up the victory, so the Rising has to disband. So after that, Magnus comes to the ring to talk about James Storm with the problem they've been having. And then comes Mickie James out to talk more about the situation. And then James Storm comes out with his sidekick Pollo, who talks to them, talking about how he used Mickie James to prove he didn't really want her to be in the Revolution. He just wanted to prove how easy it was to manipulate women. So Mickie James was like, well, you can't get a woman to join you, but he said if you do, she said if you do, I'll come back one more match, and me and Magnus will tear you inside, outside, anywhere around this arena. So then we go to our tag team Iron Man 30-minute Iron Man match for the tag team champions between the Dirty Heels and the Wolves. This is a long, grueling match. The first pinfall comes with like 3 minutes left in the match, which Aries and Rue picks up the victory. So then we got like a minute and a half left, and the Wolves somehow finds a way to pick up 2 quick victories within that minute and a half to become the new TNA Tag Team Champions. So congratulations to the Wolves. Good job by Dirty Heels. Match was awesome, man. I'm telling you, it was a non-stop, total awesome match throughout. Then we have a match between Awesome Kong and Brooke versus Taryn Terrell in a triple threat match for the TNA Knockouts Championship. Match, I got to say, it was kind of disappointing me because, you know, really didn't know a lot of action. As we all know, the Dollhouse covered Taryn Terrell to the ring. So Taryn Terrell Dollhouse interferes in the match, most of the match. Taryn Terrell was able to hit Awesome Kong with her Taryn Cutter. Picks up the victory. So Taryn Terrell still remains TNA champion, 230-something days. So as they walk out the ring celebrating their victory, the lights goes out and there's a big promo of Gail Kim pops up. So Taryn Terrell knows that Gail Kim is making her return pretty soon. I can't wait to see it. I think Gail Kim is, like, to me, the best diva, the best knockout wrestler on the roster. But she's not my favorite, because we all know my favorite diva, knockout is Velvet Sky. But Velvet Sky has turned out to be a pretty good wrestler now. She's getting better. So, but kudos to Gail Kim. Can't wait to see you come back. The knockout division really needs you. So then we go to our main event for the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, EC3 versus Kurt Angle. And in this match, it's a pretty good match. Of course, company's EC3 is his boy Tyrus. He interferes in the match and on the outside jumps Kurt Angle. So then they go at it. Kurt Angle hits EC3 with so many suplexes, German suplexes back and forth, all that. So then EC3, Kurt Angle throws EC3, hits the referee. Referee's getting knocked down. Tyrus comes in the ring, hits Kurt Angle. Then EC3 hits Kurt Angle with the 1%er. Referee gets up, counts to 2. Kurt Angle kicks out. So then EC3 gets frustrated, tells Tyrus to grab a chair, come to the ring. So Tyrus grabs a chair, goes to the top ring apron. The referee ejects Tyrus from the arena, from the match. So we thinking, okay, well, maybe Kurt Angle's going to pull it off. So Kurt Angle then take control, has EC3 in his ankle lock submission for a few minutes. EC3 likes he about to tap, but somehow he can't reach the rope, so Kurt Angle lets go. Then he attempts to hit EC3 with an angle slam. EC3 counters it with a sunset flip, pins Kurt Angle, 1, 2, 3, boom. EC3, new TNA World Champion. Well, I'm lost words on that part. EC3, I think he can be a good wrestler, but the thing is, dealing with that, he's been undefeated for over 600 days, almost 2 years to be exact. And I think he got his break because supposedly the president of TNA, Dixie Carter, is his aunt. And he has had some good victories, but some controversial ways of winning it. But that's part of the business. But hopefully Kurt Angle and EC3 can get a rematch, and maybe this time Kurt Angle can defeat EC3. I don't know how long they plan on keeping this guy undefeated. So as of right now, EC3, I repeat, EC3 is your current and new TNA World Champion. So, after all that said done, it was a pretty alright night. I give NXT a 4 on their ratings. ROH would be more. I would give them a 6, but I got to give them a 4 as well because of the length of the matches, and they're not. All they're doing is it's non-stop action, but they don't have enough matches. And TNA overall, I give you a 5. You know, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully, you know, things start rising up for the wrestling. So I'll be here every Wednesday by myself, giving you my updates and my reviews on TNA, NXT, and ROH. So, and I'll see you guys sometime this weekend. I'm about to head out of town for the, you know, so when I get back, I'll give you my review on SmackDown. So, me and my boy Jimmy, that is. So, you know, looking forward to seeing you Wednesday. This week, sometime this weekend. And I want to say for y'all, you out there traveling on the world, out there this weekend, have a safe trip. Be careful and happy 4th of July. And I like to say peace. And I'm out.